Every person walking this earth carries at least one of the 7 deadly sins, whether they know it or not. Some of us are fighting it every day, and most of us are feeding it without even realizing. But all of us, we are in the battle. These are enemies in this world that do not carry swords, do not fire guns, and do not knock at your door but lead you to a bad path and destroy your life. They live inside you and make you a slave. They shape your thoughts, your habits, and your destiny, without you even realizing it. They are called the 7 deadly sins: lust, pride, greed, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. For centuries, they have destroyed kings and beggars alike. They have only one mission: to take everything pure in you, twist it, and watch you destroy yourself from the inside out. Today we are going to confront them one by one and make you realize how they live in you without you knowing. Let's open strong with lust as the first deadly sin. Lust is the strong, overwhelming desire for sexual pleasure, and lust is a very difficult sin to fight. People addicted to lust have a huge, intensive cravings for just sexual satisfaction. From the very beginning of time, lust has destroyed lives. In the Bible, King David, a man after God's own heart, was brought to his knees not by an army but by a single look at Bathsheba. Samson, the strongest man to ever live, lost his strength and his sight because of his desire for Delilah, and all was the work of lust. And today, it is everywhere. It hides behind screens. It promises pleasure but delivers chains. It makes you crave more until you are no longer in control of your own thoughts. It makes you see people as objects, not souls. It kills love, purity, and self-control. The danger of lust is that it does not just stain your actions, it rewires your heart. It destroys relationships, replaces intimacy with emptiness, and slowly kills the spiritual fire inside you. It feeds guilt and shame until you feel too dirty to even come near God. Now let's move to pride. Pride was the first sin in the history of creation. Before man ever fell, Lucifer was cast out of heaven because he said in his heart, "I will ascend, I will be like the Most High." Pride turned Lucifer, an angel, into the devil, and pride still turns men into monsters today. Pride is an excessive love of one's own excellence leading to arrogance. Pride makes you believe you are better and perfect than everything. It is the belief that you don't need anyone, not even God. It's the voice that whispers, "You're smarter and better than them," and blinds you from your own faults. Pride is dangerous because it wears disguises, and underneath, it is a throne you build in your heart, a throne where only God should sit. It destroys marriages because neither side will say, "I'm sorry." It breaks friendships because no one will admit they're wrong. It ruins careers because people refuse to learn, to grow, to accept help. It keeps you stuck because you're too busy protecting your image to face the truth. Next, greed. Greed is the excessive desire for material possessions and riches. It's about never being satisfied and always wanting more when you have enough. Greed makes you want stuffs you don't even need, and this builds a void in you because you are never satisfied. A greedy person lacks gratitude and never appreciates. Greed has destroyed empires and swallowed entire generations. In the Bible, Judas, one of Jesus' own disciples, sold the Son of God for 30 pieces of silver. It was greed, and it cost him his soul. Greed is a bottomless pit, and no matter how much power and possessions you throw into it, it's never enough. You get what you wanted, but the satisfaction fades and the craving comes back stronger because you don't appreciate it. You live in a constant state of comparison, measuring your life against everyone else's because you don't appreciate what you have. It drives you to cheat, to lie, to steal, to step on anyone who stands between you and what you want. The danger of greed is that it tricks you into thinking you're building your life, when in reality, you're building your prison. The more you get, the more afraid you are to lose it. The more you hold, the heavier your chains become. And one day, you realize you've traded peace for possessions, joy for numbers, love for things that can burn and be lost in seconds. Now let's talk about envy. Envy is deep want at another person's good fortune, possessions, or qualities, often accompanied by a desire to see them diminished or deprived. Envy is not wanting what you have, it's hating that someone else has it. It's the quiet sickness in your heart when you see another person's success, beauty, or blessings. It's the voice that whispers, "Why them? Why not me?" In the Bible, envy was the seed that led Cain to kill his own brother Abel. Envy is dangerous because it blinds you to your own blessings. You could be standing in the middle of a field of gold, but if someone else's field looks shinier, you'll feel poor. It turns friends into rivals, co-workers into enemies, families into battlegrounds. It makes you bitter when others win and smug when they fail. Envy kills joy because you can't celebrate anyone, not even yourself. Next, wrath, also known as wrath. Intense anger, rage, or hatred, often accompanied by a desire for vengeance. Wrath is not just anger, it's anger without control. It's the storm that turns a moment of frustration into a lifetime of regret. It's the fire you think will burn others, but it burns you first. In the Bible, Moses, a man chosen by God to lead his people, struck the rock in anger instead of speaking to it as God commanded. That one act of wrath cost him the chance to enter the promised land. Wrath destroys in seconds what took years to build. It starts small: a harsh word, a clenched fist, a grudge you refuse to let go of. But wrath grows. It makes you say things you can't take back, break things you can't fix, and hurt people you claim to love. Wrath blinds you. It makes you feel powerful in the moment, but powerless in the aftermath. It feeds your pride, fuels your bitterness, and leaves you with nothing but guilt. Next is gluttony. Gluttony is the overindulgence and overconsumption of anything to the point of waste. Gluttony is more than eating too much. It's letting your appetite control your life. Too much of everything is bad, the Bible says, and that's gluttony. It is excess without discipline. It's the constant craving for more, whether it's food, drink, entertainment, or comfort. Too much alcohol, too much food, too much entertainment is bad because you turn to lose control of yourself, which makes you weak spiritually and physically. Gluttony is dangerous because it doesn't always look sinful. It can look like enjoying life. But when your desires sit in the driver's seat, discipline is thrown out the window. You spend more than you have, you eat more than you need, you waste more than you should. It dulls your mind, weakens your body, and makes your spirit lazy. Gluttony isn't just about consumption, it's about dependency. It says, I can't be happy unless I have this. It makes you a slave to your cravings, whether they are for food, alcohol, drugs, luxury, or leisure. And the last, sloth, also known as laziness. Sloth is simply the lack of physical and spiritual effort. Sloth is not just laziness, it's the slow, silent decisions to waste the life you've been given. It's not caring enough to try. It's knowing what you should do and choosing not to do it. Procrastination is a big example of sloth. In the Bible, the servant who buried his master's talent in the ground wasn't punished for stealing it. He was punished for doing nothing with it. Sloth robs you without making a sound. It's dangerous because it doesn't always feel urgent. It whispers, you can do it tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And before you know it, your potential has died without ever being born. Sloth kills dreams by never starting them. It destroys health by never moving. It ruins relationships by never showing up. It convinces you that rest is your goal, when in truth, rest is meant to recharge you for action. The 7 deadly sins are not just mistakes, they are traps. Lust steals your purity. Pride blinds your heart. Greed chains you to hunger that never ends. Envy rots your joy. Wrath burns everything you love. Gluttony weakens your spirit. And sloth slowly buries your potential. They may wear different faces, but they have the same goal: to pull you further from God,